Carol Waine here with Dr. Stephen Hobbs. Hey, Steve.
Hey, how are you doing, Carol?
Good, thanks. So, what is the connection between organization climate and organization culture?
Yes. This is one of those questions that gets people confused all the time, this climate culture piece. If I was to use an organizational chart, the climate follows the lines and the boxes on the organization chart.
Okay.
Culture is in the white space that makes up the area between the lines and the boxes.
All right.
So let me unpack that just a little bit for you. So from a climate point of view, we think of employee surveys. And they're asked a series of questions about what's serious, what's important, what's urgent, what leads to growth. It's a series of questions. And depending on how they are put together, it can actually lead along a bias of the person's responses.
Okay.
That's still good because survey data is still great to have, but there is a bit of a bias that's associated with it. Because what it's doing is it's going after the foreground conversations that people are having with one another. It's really about what it is that they're having a quick conversation about, and it has relevancy and recency. So what's relevant to them right now, and recency, obviously, what's happening for them right now.
Okay.
Now, the culture piece is taken from a background conversation. It's actually taken from a background conversation. It's more about the beliefs and assumptions, opinions and perceptions, a deeper, richer inside view of what's going on. And the way that we do it is we ask one question.
All right. Tell me that question.
That question is about what hinders and helps you to accomplish, to achieve whatever it is that they're looking at, whatever imagined future, in our case, is having an iconic customer experience.
And why did you choose that one specific question?
Because what we're after is the idea of competencies. So what hinders and helps leads to competencies. If we ask what you dislike and like, it leads to values. Still valuable,
Okay.
values, valuable, still there, but we want to get to the notion of competencies because what is it that you need to verify about your behaviors, the activities you're taking, so that you know that you are actually competent to do it.
And we find a lot of people are not competent in their positions.
Yes.
So this leads to that.
It leads to it and helps people to understand it. But I think the other really important part about the way we go about doing what we do is that we're collecting it in the people's own words. And what we do is we ask the question, you individually respond, but then we aggregate the responses together. Not the researcher doing it like climate is doing it and giving it. We're actually working with our groups to be able to get that insight.
And this is part of the TRIPIS process.
It's all part of the TRIPIS process, yes.
Right. And how does this connect with customer experience?
Well, depending what the question is, in our case, it's what hinders and helps you to accomplish the iconic customer experience. Then what we're doing is we're asking the employees about their experience. Guess what? We can ask the same question of our customers.
Exactly. Great. Well, thank you very much, Steve. Until next time, I'm Carol Waine.